¿Cómo estás? How's everyone doing? Wow, guys, I'm so fired up. Do you guys think Dominic Flores and Mr. Ewan did a fantastic job? Let's give them a massive round of applause. Wow, guys, I'm so fired up, so fired up. Who was at the leadership training this morning? Guys, ACN will never be the same. Now, there's so much to share in such a short space of time, so I'm going to be speaking very quick, okay? So for those of you who are here for the first time, first of all, I just want to recognize you guys because I still remember the first time that I came to my first ever convention. I was actually sat up there and I was doing nothing but just taking notes. You guys, you know, you can take pictures, take notes, and really, you know, maximize your potential for the time that you're going to spend here this weekend, okay? So let's just give all our first timers a massive round of applause. Now, when I think about Portugal, you know, I first of all think about Cristiano Ronaldo. And the second thing that I think about, and that is piri piri chicken, right? Now you guys, because you've taken your time out to be here, I think you guys are the Cristiano Ronaldos of ACN, and you guys are also the piri piri of the chicken as well. So fantastic work for being here today. Now I'm going to quickly share my story. My name is Muhammad Abu Bakr Qasim. I'm from a little town in England called Bradford. That's the UK, by the way. And my background, I mean, guys, I come from a completely average background. You know, I was actually working in the corporate world. When I was growing up, I still remember my parents telling me that success in life means go to university, find a good job, and then just die. You know, that was success in their eyes. And for me, I really wanted, you know, more from life. I actually wanted to be the next Bill Gates because I was into my technology, IT, but nothing really went my way. So I was actually working in the corporate world for 12 years, and every day was just exactly the same. You know that box lifestyle where you go to work, stuck in traffic, you're there for 8 hours, then you come home, and next day it's just exactly the same. And I was actually doing this for 12 years. Until 2.5 years ago, on the 8th of January 2014, a friend of mine who lives in London, which is 4 hours away from me, he actually saw my activities on Facebook, and he actually showed me the ACN presentation. Now, when I first saw the presentation, because I came from a different networking company, I was familiar with the conversation, but however, there was a couple of things that really caught my eye. The first thing was residual income. To do something once and get paid again and again, I mean, I never heard of this before, you know? And the second thing was getting paid on services that me and you use every single day. Now, the first person that I thought of straight away was my father, and he had been paying his energy bills for the past 26 years. So straight away I thought, well, what if I can actually get paid on my father's bills for the next 26 years? Anyway, I came all the way back to Bradford, I drove 4 hours back home, and I said to my wife, I said, darling, we're going to become rich, we're going to become millionaires, because I've just seen an amazing system. And she cursed me first of all, she swore at me, she said, if it's one of them pyramid things, you can get out of my house. So she actually tried to kick me out of my own house, basically, right? So I said, right, darling, just get out of my way. So I actually started doing meetings from my father's living room, and you know, within 90 days, I actually hit the position of a team coordinator, just due to the momentum that I basically built from my father's living room. And then just 3 months after that, you know, I actually hit the position of a regional director, and just in 11 months and 15 days, so the same year that I actually joined the company, I actually hit the prestigious position of a regional vice president. Give me a massive round of applause. Now, 2.5 years within a business, you guys will agree that, you know, it just takes someone maybe 2-3 years just to get started, you know? And in 2.5 years, this company has completely changed my life. You know, today I actually stand as a Circle of Champions member, which to me, ACN really started the day that I actually hit a regional vice president. So for all you guys sat there, you know, life in ACN really starts at this position, a regional vice president and Circle of Champions. Now, I'm going to be sharing a few pictures with you because it's all part of my story. Now, I've got a lot of pictures here because my topic today is actually called building momentum. And momentum for me was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, now when I say ridiculous, I mean it was absolutely crazy. So I'm going to show you a few pictures, just share my life before ACN. So before ACN, my friends used to actually call me the Taliban. So I used to look like this, and just as soon as I came, into ACN, ACN took me out of this suit and it put me into this suit. Okay. Champions. These guys must be some supernatural beings, guys. We are completely normal human beings, just like yourself, with the vision to do something amazing within our business. Now, momentum, what does momentum mean? I mean, I was actually searching for 2 hours. I'm like, okay, what is the best definition of momentum? I mean, how do we say momentum in Portuguese? Is it momentum, momentum? I love how they do this, right? Okay, so momentum is the force that keeps an object moving or keeps and developing after it has started. Okay, so that is the literal meaning of momentum. Now, what is momentum within ACN? Momentum within ACN is how fast you get started and how long it takes you to get there. Okay, so in very simple words, it's basically production and results. Okay, now this is the first thing that I realized straight away, that I've got to build massive momentum, and this is going to happen just with, or happen by having a lot of production and also achieving results as well. Okay, now my first 30 days within the business were very important for me. And my mentor actually showed me this picture here. He said, your ACN business, especially within the first 30 days, is like a rocket when it's launching. Okay, now I'm not sure how many people actually how many people know this, but so when the rocket's launching, okay, just at takeoff, it actually uses between 50 and 60% of fuel just on takeoff. Okay, so this is basically your first 30 days within business. Okay, now the way I actually started my momentum was actually from my father's living room. Now here's a picture of us signing our first IBOs, and just after a few days, we had PBRs every single week. We had board meetings every Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays. Okay, and this was the momentum that we kept going. So every Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays at 7 o'clock, my whole city found out that there's something going on in a Boston's house. I mean, we've got no idea what it is, but because I created so much excitement and so much curiosity, people were just strolling in, right? Now here you can see a picture just a few days later. We actually filled the room up, and this next picture is quite funny really, because I still remember my father walked in on this day here, and there was around 50 to 60 people in my father's living room, and he thought I was building a terrorist organization. He was like, what is going on here, man? He literally picked me up and he threw me out from the house and said, go find somewhere else. It was absolutely crazy. And I literally became the team coordinator from my father's living room. Now, the next step to momentum for me was our first international convention. Thank you guys. So this was our first international convention. It was in February 2014. So for those people who are here for the first time, I want you to put yourself in my shoes. Okay, because as soon as I signed up, this convention was 3 weeks later. And I was an executive team trainer at this convention. Now, there was around 9 of us. We actually drove to Rotterdam because we couldn't afford flights. I'm sure that sounds familiar to you guys, right? Some of you guys. And just 2.5 years down the line, you can see just the momentum which we actually built. Just this year, we had a massive team in Barcelona where there were hundreds and hundreds of people in our organization. Now, what does it take for someone to actually achieve something like this? Well, first of all, it actually achieves you to believe in what? Believe in many, many things. First of all, you have to believe in yourself. And before that, you have to believe in the opportunity. The ACN opportunity what these co-founders have actually given us. Okay? And my mentor actually told me, he said, look, you have to believe in the freedom that this business can actually give you. Okay? You also have to believe that change will happen in your life. If you're only negative before things have started, then that's exactly how your momentum is going to be. Okay? Believe that you can overcome negativity. And for me, I mean, I had so many negative people. First of all, my wife, then my father, my father was like, you've got a degree, you've done a master's, why are you working for this stupid company that sells gas and electric? In fact, we actually have a company in UK called British Gas. And until this day, my father actually thinks I'm working for British Gas. He's like, son, why are you working for British Gas? Go find a proper job, So he's like, and then finally, you have to believe that you can actually do this. Now, what I'll say to you guys is, if you actually study the lives of successful people, every wealthy, successful person, they always, first of all, think big. and they actually get excited about things before they've even come into practice. So this was me. As soon as I was a qualified team trainer within my first 24 hours, I was excited about becoming a regional vice
É mesmo verdade, as mudanças começam primeiro na cabeça. Temos que acreditar, só depois é que se abre a oportunidade. É o que eu estou a tentar
in your mind, in your heart, you really have to believe that I am a senior vice president or Circle of Champions member as well. Okay? So what is the mindset? Well, it's very important. I mean, these are just simple bullet points here, but first of all, you have to realize that it takes an enormous amount of effort and work. If there's anyone who told you ACN is easy, they're lying to you. Okay? It's extremely hard work, because today when people come to me and say, oh, well, you get paid to do nothing because you guys are at the top of the pyramid, you know, I feel like slapping them because they don't actually think what I've been through, right? For me to get to my position, it's taken, you know, hours and days and weeks and years of sweat, hard work, you know, momentum. And secondly, you have to sacrifice. I mean, I was such a busy person. I was teaching Arabic 7 days a week. Me and my wife actually homeschooled our children. I also had two other businesses. I was also studying a full-time master's. I was also playing badminton for the local county club. So you guys can see, I really never had time for ACN. However, because I really wanted to change things, that was the main reason why I had to change my mindset. And I basically threw everything away. I made them short-term sacrifices, and today I can actually see the returns. Now, you guys wouldn't actually believe this, but 2.5 years ago, if you told me to speak to a couple of people, my blood pressure would probably just reach sky high, and my legs would just start shaking, and I'd probably just collapse. Okay, I never ever saw myself. In fact, when I came to my first ever convention, I saw people walking the stage and, you know, giving testimonials. I was like, never in hell am I ever giving a testimonial on, you know, on that stage. But what I realized was that when you enjoy doing something, when it comes out from your heart, then to be honest with you, you know, even if there's 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people, it doesn't really matter, okay? And this next point here, I really believe is very important, because people don't treat ACN like a business. People think it's just like a little networking company, you know, you can do it part-time and just make a few pounds. Okay?
Isto aqui é o que serve para todos os movimentos. Já está aqui para mandar.
Okay? And just like I said before, the first 30 days, okay, you have to go beast mode. You have to go? Come on guys, where's the energy, man? You have to go? Beast mode. Amazing. Okay, so what happened with all this momentum, you know, within my first 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, you know, these were the results of my momentum. You know, I completely changed my whole life, managed to go on holidays, you know, purchase my dream car. Now, I'm not actually showing you this because I'm actually boasting about what I've achieved, but this is really for you guys to see that what can you achieve within ACN, okay? Now, what I want to make, I mean, I want to actually make something very clear. Now, who knows which is the most powerful gear of a car? 6th gear? First gear. Okay, guys, first gear is the most powerful gear of the car. Why? Because this is the gear that actually gets the car rolling. So this is where all the power is actually needed. Okay? So your ACN business is exactly the same. Your first gear of momentum is your first 30 days. Now, a lot of people, when they actually come into ACN, you know, they have this perception that, you know, they think it's going to be a long road, it's going to be a smooth road with no problems, no obstacles, no negativity. But this is actually the perception that most people have. But reality is, guys, that it's going to be something like this. Okay, you've got no idea what's coming around the corner. It's going to be a curvy road. The journey is going to be extremely uncomfortable. You know, maybe you're going to have struggles like this. And, you know, maybe there's some snakes, you know, hiding in the bushes there. You know, our unemployed, negative friends, you know, trying to put us off. Okay, so these are the struggles which each and every one of us are going to actually go through whilst you're building momentum in your ACN business. So what is the journey? What really do you have to do with your journey? Well, first of all, you have to set a goal. And I set my first goal to become a team coordinator within my first 90 days. Okay? So this was my first goal. Then I set a short-term goal, which was my first 30 days. After this, I set a long-term goal, and this was to become a regional vice president within 1 year. Now, when most people make a goal, it's just a wish. And there's a big difference between wishing something and saying, I'm going to get this done. Okay, so this is a massive difference, and I wasn't really looking to just wish things. I really wanted to make things happen. And then you also have to make specific goals. For example, if you want to make 1, 2, 3,000 euros a month, you have to write down exactly how much money you want to make. If you want to purchase your dream car, write down exactly the car you want, the color, the engine size, what sort of wheels you want. And it's very important to set realistic goals, because we don't just say, you know, I want to be an SVP within 2 months, because that's not really realistic, you know? Or, you know, we want to earn like 50,000 euros within 3 weeks. That's not really going to happen. And it's very important for you to also monitor your progress as well. Now, one thing I really want you to avoid is the moon life. Now, what is the moon life? It's those people, I mean, I've met so many people who come to me and say, I'm going to blow this business up. I'm going to take this business to the moon and back. Right, and these people, to be honest with you, are just kidding themselves. Now, there was actually one man who told me that he was going to take this business to the moon. Now, the problem is that it's been 6.5 months and I've not actually seen him. And I think NASA are still searching for him somewhere, because he went to the moon. I've got no idea whether he's doing BOM, PBR there, but I've never had a record from there. So don't be one of them guys who actually falls into the moonlight trap, okay?
É como procurar a vida à volta da lua.
Creating a quick success story. This was myself, you know. Within 2 weeks, I hit the position of executive team trainer. And what this really gave me straight away was it actually gave me the credibility. So now I can basically do a PBR knowing that I've actually reached my second milestone within the business, and that is an executive team trainer. Also, that also gave me confidence. I mean, would you guys agree that success breeds more success? And that also gives you confidence as well. The third thing was that it gave me excitement. I was really excited about getting promoted, sharing my testimonial, and it also now gave me the urgency to now move on to my next position. And better than that, it actually gave me such a strong mindset where, I mean, it didn't really matter how much money I was making, but it was really about the fact that ACM is now paying me, whether it's 10 euros, 20 euros, it's just a psychology of getting paid into your bank. That's what I was worried about. And the final thing was that it actually made my belief much more stronger as well. So what does each and every one of you need to do here? I mean, even if you're not within your first 30 days, we should still be always treating ourselves just like a brand new IBO. So, you know, you want to really learn how to present the business as soon as possible. If you want success quick, you have got to learn how to present the business as soon as possible. And I actually saw my mentor do 5 presentations, and after that I said to Rashid, you know, please go back to London, I'm going to actually do it alone. I saw him launching 5 IBOs, and the 6th one I did myself, okay? So I became a master at presenting, I became a master at launching a new IBO, I became excellent at acquiring customers, and I learned how to actually close prospects, and because I always wanted to lead by example, I became the best recruiter in my whole organization. And mainly, you know, just like you've come to an international event here, I was a master at also promoting events as well. Okay, so within your first 24 hours, if there's anyone here who's just starting the business, it's very important that you actually get your first success story as soon as possible, and you want to get qualified as soon as possible, okay? Then you have to create your VIP 100 names list, because I've seen so many people today that are thinking about who they want to invite to the business. Who can I think about, so on. But if you actually have this list there, then you've always got something there to work from as well. And then you want to present the business to at least 10 people within your first week. This can either be through a PBR, or it can either be through a home meeting, or send them to a BOM or advanced training as well. So these are the steps, you know. You sign up a new IBO first of all. The second thing, within 24 hours, you want to launch a new IBO, okay? The longer you leave it, you will actually realize that every day, 25% interest is actually lost within the business. So if you've actually signed up a new IBO, and you've left it for 2, 3, 4 days, you know, the first day, 25% interest is going to be lost. The second day, 50% interest lost. The third day, 75%. And on the fourth day, 100% of excitement, urgency, momentum is just completely lost, okay? So it's very important that you actually launch a new IBO within 24 hours. After that, once you've helped them to become a qualified team trainer, you want them to arrange their first meeting so that you can actually go to their house as a guest speaker, and then get them to the position of an executive team trainer as soon as possible, just by duplicating themselves twice, and get them to ETT. As soon as you've got this new IBO to an executive team trainer, you want to actually hold a massive meeting, and this is the meeting where they're going to actually receive their first paycheck. Now, what is the process of getting started? Well, first of all, you have to invite someone to the business, okay? Now, I've got a small role play for you guys, okay? And this is exactly how I built my business. And the first thing that I did was invite a few people to my business. So for this role play, I'm going to invite top producing region director, Mr. Daniel Islam. So let's give him a massive round of applause. This is my champion. I mean, he's #1 RD in the whole of Europe. Let's just give him a massive round of applause again. Okay, Mr. Daniel Islam, first of all, it's a complete honor to be working with you. I've heard many great things about you, and it's really important for me to actually get to know you more. So I first of all want to know why you actually joined ACN, and what ACN can actually bring to your life.
If ACN can allow me to leave taxi driving, my full-time profession, and have more time with my kids, that would be a dream come true.
Wow, brilliant, brilliant. And how many hours do you work currently?
I'm currently doing about 60, 70 hours a week.
60, 70 hours a week, wow. And how do you feel once you've done 70 hours coming home? Have you got family and kids?
I mean, when I leave for taxis, my kids are sleeping. When I come back, they're already in bed. And it's really depressing coming home to kids that I can't pick up and enjoy good times with. So I'm really tired. I really want to look for something new.
Wow. So I really believe you have a strong why. And with this why, I think if you always keep this why in mind, I think we can do some amazing things within this ACN business. Now, how much money would you have to be making on a monthly basis for you to completely quit taxi?
Okay, I mean, don't tell the tax man, but I can make around about 10,000 to 15,000 a month. That will make me consider leaving taxes, yeah.
10 to 15,000 pounds. Okay, so what if I showed you exactly how to make 10 to 15,000 pounds a month? Now, I will actually tell you one thing that it's going to be hard work, but as long as you're willing to go through the milestones, go through the objections, negativity, I mean, would you be willing to give all that just for your children, for your reason why for you to actually quit taxi?
Absolutely, I'm coachable. Just don't let me go on stage and talk to people,
Okay, so first of all, you can see here that I've straight away built a relationship with him, with Daniel. I've built a rapport with him as well. Now, because he's already told me his why, and I've actually told him exactly how I'm going to help him to actually make 10 to 15,000 pounds a month, do you think he's going to get qualified? Absolutely, 100%. So within 24 hours, we're going to actually get Daniel qualified as well. Now, Daniel, look, we have three options, okay? For you to make 10 to 15,000 pounds a month, okay? You can either go fast, you can go faster, or you can go the fastest, okay? And the route that I took straight away was the fastest route. So I want to ask you which route you want to take as well.
I'm ready to go the fastest one today.
You sure?
Let's go.
Right, have we got a deal?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay, so now you can see that I've actually got him in my hand. Okay, so I'm now controlling this dummy. Okay, so I can tell him exactly what to do because he told me that he wants to go the fastest way. Now, Danielle, it's very important that we first of all create your VIP 100 contact list. Okay. Now you're probably thinking, where do I find 100 people from? But all I want to see is your phone. Okay, so once we've done that, now I just want you to think of three amazing people who you feel would be good at this business. So who do you know who we can speak to as soon as possible?
Well, straight away I'm thinking of my sister, Steph. She's actually a suit maker. She knows very high suits maker.
Suits, okay.
And she knows very high class businessmen, so that's my first choice.
Okay.
My second is my auntie, because she makes samosas for the whole community. Everybody loves her food, so that's a good person. And also my good friend Hakeem is like a top salesman, so I'm really excited to see what he can do.
Okay, so let's make some calls. Let's get these guys on, yeah?
Okay.
Let's give these guys a massive round of applause. Suit maker.
Ela se qualifica no espaço de 24 horas.
Straight away you saw that you heard the question, who do you know? Okay, and this question for me has been the main reason why I've actually got into my position today. So I want everyone to say with me, who do you know? Come on guys, let's better that. Who do you know? Okay, excellent. So here we have Steph, we have Yasmin, and we also have Hakeem. Guys, it's an absolute honor to meet you. I mean, I was actually speaking to Danielle, and I told him, to think of three giants, three amazing people, and you guys are so privileged that you guys are the first people that he's actually introduced to the business. So well done first of all. Now what I'm going to actually do here is, we don't have to go through the whole PBR, but now I'm going to actually be doing a PBR with these guys here, okay? And I want Danielle to actually watch me exactly how I do the PBR, how I close, and how I actually draw these guys into the business as well, okay? And this is very important, first of all. And this is exactly what I did. I was video recording my mentor, taking notes, voice recording, and everything that he was saying, I just duplicated it, okay? I actually became the best plagiarizer. Normally when you go to university, plagiarizing, you can actually get kicked out of university. Within this business, you have to be the best plagiarizers, okay? So whilst I'm actually PBRing these guys, you can see Danielle's here watching me, and then now it's my turn to actually tackle these guys as well. Now, why am I asking these guys who do you know? Because I don't trust a single one of these guys. Now, don't tell them, but I don't trust a single one of these guys to be in my business within the next 24 hours, okay? The only person that I trust in my whole team is myself. So don't tell these guys, they could just leave tomorrow, okay? So quickly, I'm going to tackle them. Okay, so Steph, It's been amazing meeting you. Now, who do you know who would be amazing at this business?
Do you know, I went to school with a guy, brilliant guy, he's called Abdul, he'd be amazing, and honestly one of my closest friends, Karen, she'd be amazing at this.
Okay, excellent. Yasmin, who do you know?
Well, I've got a friend that he's actually just been sacked from his job. He's bad boy Harry.
Bad boy Harry? Okay.
He's so good at this, and Afrisha, she's a single mum, and she needs something that she can work from home. So this would be ideal for her.
Excellent. Hakeem, who do you know?
I know my gym partner, husband, a hard worker, man, he's a grafter, and I know one of my best friends, Amy. So she's.
Okay, so let's get these guys on. Let's give a massive round of applause to Uthman, Abdul, Afrisha, Amy, and Kiran. Hey guys, how are you doing? I heard so many great things about you. You know, I mean, I was actually dreading meeting you guys because I was completely shaky because when these guys told me about you, they edified you guys to the max, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to meet such high caliber people. Okay, now basically what's going to happen here is because Danielle's now seen me how to actually do a PBR close. Now Danielle's actually going to be doing a PBR with these guys, okay? Because now Danielle's seen me. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Danielle to just launch these guys here because he's already seen me launching. And what we're going to do here is tap through again. Because don't tell these guys I don't trust them because they might not be here tomorrow. Next week they might not be here. So I'm going to tap through these guys. So I'm going to ask them the same question, which is, who do you know? Now, let me give you a tip, guys. I mean, if you guys can actually recruit Asians reproduce like rats, mice. Because, I mean, Asians in the first family, they have over 1,000 people on the first level in the immediate family. So you guys want to be going for the Asians. You say families are massive, right? Okay, now, what's happened here is Danielle just launched these guys, okay, and now Danielle's going to come onto this side here, and he's going to be doing a PBR with them. So what I've just done here is I've just duplicated myself, and I've just created a leader. Let's give Danielle a massive round of applause because now we have a leader here. Okay, and now we can just keep the ball rolling. So these guys here, because these guys are the uplines of V6 here. Now it's time for us to duplicate these guys and show them how to actually do PBRs and launch as well. Now the next point is extremely important, and this is called edification. I built my whole business on edification. Now what does this mean? This basically means that you want to introduce your new team to a senior leader as soon as possible. So guys, I've got some fantastic news for you guys. You will not believe me. Should I tell you? If I told you, you wouldn't even believe me. Should I tell you? Okay guys, I've actually managed to get our senior vice president to come meet you guys, and I've actually told him about all you, and he is like dying to meet you guys. And what I want to do is I want to actually get a picture with him, okay? This guy is so busy, I mean, he does not give even 10 seconds to anyone, okay? But he has listened to me, and because of you guys, because I shared all your vibe with him, he said, look, I'll be more than happy to come to your house. So I want to really bring this guy in. Are you guys ready? Okay guys, can we just welcome Senior Vice President